Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA with your boy Ducky. Today, we're going to be reading some cards for Shehnaaz Gill and Salman Khan. So, remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. Why is that? That is because we do not have Shehnaaz Gill or Salman Khan here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards and how I'm interpreting the cards is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. So just remember to keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's get started on Shehnaaz Gill and Salman Khan's tarot card reading. Okay, so let's start with Shehnaaz Gill's current energy. Let's just get a general vibe for Shehnaaz Gill's current energy. We got the 5 of Cups, 5 of Hearts in this deck. Let's keep going. The 2 of Acorns, the 2 of Wands. Ooh. And we got the Troll in reverse. Some freedom. Normally the Troll is the Devil in regular tarot, and it's in reverse. And let's get some cards representing Salman Khan's current energy. The Knight of Hearts, the Knight of Cups. The 8 of Wands in reverse. And Death. All right, so let's start with Shehnaaz Gill's current energy. All right, so here we got the 5 of Cups right side up. So the 5 of Cups talks about, there's some good with the bad, taking the good with the bad. 3 cups are knocked over, but 2 of them are right side up. So the advice that what I'm seeing here with Shehnaaz Gill currently is that there's some not so great things that have happened, but she's choosing to try and focus on the positives. And one of the positives that she's focusing on is that there's this great partnership that she's involved in. And the 2 of Wands normally talks about like business partnerships. So I'm seeing that it's like a business partnership. Like she's gets along very well with a coworker or something like that. And so she's freeing herself from something that maybe has tied her in the past. Like there was something that she was not willing to let go of previously, and now she's starting to let go of it. And because she's letting go of it, there is that little bit of sadness. Whenever you let go of something, you let go of like a toxic person in your life or a bad behavior or like anything that's not suiting you anymore. There is a little bit of like sadness where you're like just you need to move on, and because you are moving on, you are a little bit sad about it, but you're hopeful for the future. And that's what I'm seeing here with Shehnaaz Gill's current energy, is that she is letting go of something that previously was holding her down. The devil is all about being tied down, being chained down to lust or greed or traits or people that no longer serve you. But when it comes in reverse, you're being freed from that. So she is freeing herself from this, and there is some sadness going on, but she is also trying to be hopeful for the future. She knows that there's good things that are to come of this, and one of the good things is that she knows that she has a great co-worker, a great like business partner. There's just great people in her life that she's around currently. So that is beautiful. All right, so let's get some more introspection in regards to Salman Khan's current energy. We got the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is the most charming and emotional knight. He knows what he has to offer, and so I feel here Salman Khan is very sure of what he has to offer emotionally to people, as like a lover, as a partner, as a coworker. There's this new transformation that he's in right now. There's a lot of feelings and immense emotional transformation is going on. The death card is all about big transformations, and it's ruled by Scorpio, which is a water sign. And we also got the heart here, which is ruled by water, which is all about your emotions, right? So he's very emotionally transformative in the current situation he's in right now. He knows what he can offer emotionally. He's in a great place emotionally. And he's kind of like ready to slow down, is what I'm seeing with this Eight of Wands or Eight of Acorns in reverse here. The Eight of Wands is all about fast movement, right? Being very swift. But when it comes in reverse, there's maybe some delays, some slowing down. But I'm seeing here that it's that Salman Khan is kind of like in a place where he's ready to settle down. He's ready to kind of just relax. He's in a great emotional place. And it seems that he's like ready to offer that immense emotional charming personality that he has to other people, whether that's, you know, romantically or just amicably in a friendly manner. But he is definitely ready for that. There's this big change that has been going on in his life. So that is great. All right. So let's get some thoughts on one another. On Shehnaaz Gill's thoughts on Salman Khan and Salman Khan's thoughts on Shehnaaz Gill. I also am so sorry if I am botching up the names. I'm trying my best. You know, sometimes I do go into these videos blindly, but I do look up how to pronounce celebrities' names if I'm not sure how to pronounce them. But other than that, I kind of go into these videos blindly. But Salman Khan, I did look up, coincidentally enough, I looked him up earlier this week because I have a Capricorn rising, or I am a Capricorn rising, and I was looking more into like, what does that mean? And Capricorn risings tend to give off this like cold, serious first impression, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Salman Khan has Capricorn rising in his birth chart. So coincidence, huh? Anyway, let's get back into this. Shehnaaz Gill's thoughts on Salman Khan. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands. And the Queen of Hearts in reverse. And let's get some cards representing Salman Khan's thoughts on Shehnaaz Gill. Seven of Cups. Ooh, the Devil or the Troll in this deck. And the Five of Swords in reverse. All right, so let's start with Shehnaaz Gill's thoughts on Salman Khan. Here, immediately, the first thing that came to my mind with the Nine of Acorns showing up. Nine of Acorns is all about being tenacious, having that tenacity, believing in yourself. But this came in reverse, so I feel like Shehnaaz Gill believes that Salman Khan is a little bit hard on himself. And that's magnified here with the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Cups is the most emotionally sensitive and most emotionally tuned queen in the deck. But in reverse, sometimes those emotions can kind of backfire, and maybe like you kind of wallow in your own feelings. You kind of internalize your feelings, or you let your feelings get the better of you, is what I'm seeing. And I do see here that Shehnaaz Gill notices that Salman Khan sometimes is his own biggest enemy and doesn't really believe in himself as much. And she doesn't know why, because like we also got the Ace of Acorns here. Ace of Acorns is all about that passionate, fiery, attractive quality. And she believes that like Salman Khan is very attractive. He's got this fire, he's got this passion that a lot of people see in him and kind of desire, in a partner or desire to have. And he possesses these qualities, but she notices that he's just sometimes he's not as confident as he should be, especially with having all these fiery and passionate qualities. He sometimes kind of tends to get in his feelings, in the negative feelings, and lets those negative feelings kind of take over. And he's not his own biggest supporter, is what I'm seeing. Now, Salman Khan's thoughts on Shehnaaz Gill is that she's got a lot of options to choose from. He sees that she is quite an alluring catch. We got this devil card here, right side up, and the devil again can talk about having these being a little bit lustful. She has this kind of like energy to her that some people lust over. And so he sees that she has a lot of suitors. She has a lot of people that are interested in her. And yet, like mentally, she's sometimes in a head place where she doesn't really notice it, with the Five of Swords being here in reverse. The Five of Swords is all about kind of being defeated and being self-defeating. Your headspace, she thinks these negative thoughts about herself sometimes. And this card came in reverse, so Salman Khan feels that Shehnaaz Gill needs to kind of make a change. And we already did see this devil card come up in reverse for Shehnaaz Gill previously a few minutes ago. And so she is kind of letting go of this defeatist mentality, where she maybe isn't as confident in herself, and she's starting to kind of gain that confidence. She's starting to notice that she is alluring. She does have this kind of sexual energy, this sexual aura to her that some people lust over her and think all these kinky thoughts about her. So Salman Khan does see that she does have this kind of energy to her. It's very, very lustful. And because of that, there's a lot of suitors, there's a lot of people that she can choose from. He just feels that she needs to change her perspective, change her mindset. And it's already starting to happen, which is great. Because again, that devil card did show up in reverse for Shehnaaz Gill's current energy. So let's do some advice for the both of them, shall we? Advice for Shehnaaz Gill and advice for Salman Khan in regards to their current energy, what's going on with them currently. Let's see. All right, let's get some advice for Shehnaaz Gill. Okay, we're gonna get this strength card in reverse. Advice, yeah, she just needs to give in. Own her passionate energy that other people see in her. The King of Swords, yes. And the Knight of Acorns, yeah. And let's get an oracle card for Shehnaaz Gill. 2. Queen Amphitrite. Faith is an optimist that shows which way to flow. That is a good card. Let's get some advice cards for Salman Khan. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, the Nine of Acorns in reverse. Yeah. Stop being so hard on yourself, Salman Khan. That's just immediately what I'm seeing. Six of Acorns. Mm-hmm. The Porpoise. The Porpoise? I don't know. Working for something and expecting the opposite will discourage it from happening. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. You know what? I'm really feeling this card. So we'll start with Salman Khan's advice for him first. We got card 28, which adds up to one in numerology, which is all about groundings, beginnings, having a strong foundation. He needs to realize that thoughts are very powerful. And no matter, even if he's like working hard on things, if his thought process is still negative, no matter how hard he works on something, the outcome will still kind of be the same if he keeps on working hard on like his body, working hard on gaining more films and or being in more films or in more productions or something like that. um if he continues focusing on like the negative result, then that's what's going to happen. Or if he continues thinking that then the worst case scenario will happen, then that's kind of what will happen. He needs to be easier on himself. He's very successful. I see here with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about being victorious, achieving anything that you want to desire, achieving your goals. He achieves a lot of his goals, and he needs to ground himself in knowing that he is very successful in anything that he desires and puts his energy towards. And so rather than being very hard on himself, he is very hard on himself with the Nine of Wands coming up here in reverse. He needs to be confident in himself. He needs to know that he is tenacious. He has that persistence. And he is successful in everything he does, and he needs to ground himself in that. Because sometimes it seems that he gets into his feelings, he gets into his negative emotions or into a negative headspace, and then sometimes he will splurge. He will maybe decide to eat too much because he's in his feelings, or he'll like spend a lot of money because he's in his feelings in order to feel better about himself. But then that's kind of like a little cycle that will keep on perpetuating. Like I'm noticing it looks almost kind of like yin yang, and it's that cycle, and he kind of gets in this perpetuous cycle. And he needs to ground himself in knowing that like he is successful, he is passionate, he is handsome, and he needs to work on his confidence some more, because sometimes he tries to make up for his confidence by like spending money on people, being overly lavish, and buying, splurging on things for himself or for others. Or sometimes maybe he doesn't even like treat himself either. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse sometimes can talk about like you got a lot of abundance, but you're a little bit frugal with it. He's got a lot of things going for him, but sometimes he holds it in too much. Um, so he needs to just kind of like let that go and know that he is successful in anything that he does, and just kind of go for things more. Is definitely what I'm seeing for some advice for Salman Khan. Now let's get some advice for Shehnaaz Gill. The advice I'm seeing here, two. This is card number 2, which is all about partnerships. Queen Amphitrite. Faith is an optimist that shows which way to flow. She needs to be her own biggest ally, her own biggest supporter, her own biggest confidant. And kind of give in to not always needing to be strong. She got the Strength card here in reverse, and I feel like sometimes she just tries really hard to showcase that she's a strong feminine energy and she don't need no man in her life or something like that. But the advice I'm seeing here with the strength card that came in reverse is to learn to kind of give in, learn to let other people be there for her, learn to and to try and let others prove that they can be great partners or that they can be great friends. Sometimes she kind of wants to do a lot of things on her own and doesn't let other people kind of in on her life. And so what I'm seeing here also is to give in to that alluring energy that Salman Khan sees in her. He sees that a lot of people view her as very sexually desirable and very they fantasize about her. And so she needs to give in to that fantasy as well, you know? Um, and by doing that, she's going to be in a better headspace. We got the King of Leaves or the King of Swords, which is the King of Air. And the element of air is all about our thoughts and our communication. So she really needs to focus more on the way she talks to herself and thinks about herself and befriend herself in that sense. You know, the brain is such a complex phenomenon and our brain can either be our own biggest ally or our own biggest enemy. And sometimes the way she like maybe thinks about herself or talks to herself is not the best way, and she needs to kind of focus more on being kinder to herself and the way she talks to herself, and also owning her passionate, fiery energy somewhere. We got this Knight of Wands, which is the most passionate knight. He's very fiery, he's a go-getter. She needs to realize that like she can get anyone that she wants, really. And she just needs to kind of give into that, give into to that mentality of being like, you know what, Salman Khan sees that I have a lot of options to choose from, so I should probably just go out and go for it, you know? That's what I'm seeing here. So she just needs to go out, go for it as well. It's interesting how similar both of their energies are, is that they're both kind of very attractive and alluring people, but they're a little bit hard on themselves. But isn't that kind of how a lot of us are? Um, but yeah, that's kind of all I'm really seeing for Shehnaaz Gill and Salman Khan. So let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section. Let me know if you follow Shehnaaz Gill or Salman Khan and what you thought of it. What you thought of the what I was how I was interpreting the cards. I'm having a hard time speaking tonight, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's all I'm seeing. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. That's okay too. If you didn't like it, feel free to give me some constructive criticism, but try and be nice, because you know I'm a sensitive ducky. But if you know there's some rude people out there, if they want to be rude, that's okay. I'll just like ignore it or something. I don't know. But anyway, enough of me ranting. That's it for me. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others. And stay hydrated. I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.